Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Lodrienth and the Forged D20 podcast. I am your game master for this campaign. My name is Zach. I'm joined by Dalton, who's playing Dalcum, Raph, who is playing Lloyd, and Hunter, who is playing Moros Omenborn. In the last session, the assault on technically both Eden and Eflar had begun. The web had finally enacted their plan to cause a distraction, to utilize a bomb in order to break a certain individual out of jail. This certain individual is known as the Spider, and sooner rather than later, you all discovered their true identity. The father of Devlin Miller, who also goes by Damocles. His father's name is Declan Miller. And you all went to the train station as you were told to in your planning with Devlin. And as you went down there, you confronted the remaining legs of the Spider. Savius, Yasha, Rosalia, and Savius in his mech suit. And after a pretty deadly combat, you all came out victorious with the help of Rosalia, who turned her back on the web. And with Savius' death by Lloyd by stabbing him in the back with his radiant blade, Yasha was the only person left standing. And utilizing their history together, Yasha and Lloyd came into agreement that she would help them disarm the bomb, because they had developed such a close relationship, being under the, I guess you could say, the adoption of Lloyd's adoptive father, Kale. Now, as the session ended, you all saw a portal open up, and flying out was none other than Devlin Miller. As he was flying out, he was soon met by a rushing automaton you all had met once before, someone who goes by the name Iron Fang, who immediately charged forward, catching Lloyd in his grasp and taking him to the other side of the rail. And as he did, raised a impenetrable stone dome around him and Lloyd. Remaining was Moros, Rosalia, Devlin, and Dalcum. But the portal didn't close yet, as stepping through was a man wearing a mask, the mask of a spider, and when he stepped through, he took off the mask, stating that he's finally free. And what you saw on his features was a man with a salt and pepper stubble beard, slicked back salt and pepper colored hair, very rugged, rough features, and olive-colored skin. Now, with that being said, we are going to begin this session. As now, it is time for the final battle. And I'm going to need everybody to roll me initiative. Hold on 1 second. Don't do that yet. I have to clear the initiative board, and now you can roll initiative. I apologize.
I already rolled it, and I got a natural 20.
Did you really? No, you didn't. Fuck you.
No.
Moros got an 18.
Give me a second. I have to do something real quick. Just make sure this is not. Oh, now I can roll my initiative. I got an 18.
An 18. So 18 for Moros, 18 for Dalcum. Let me roll. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Pretty good for us.
It is very good for you guys, as the spider rolled a 1. Iron Fang didn't roll much better, so is everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, Take Savius out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We're good to go. Morris Omenborn, you're first up.
Oh wow.
Hold on. Because, you know,
Well,
we have
who's
the same
got
initiative.
actually between me
Can
and
you
Dalcom,
let me
who's got
go
higher
first?
debt?
Well, it doesn't matter because we can discuss about who wants to go first since we shared initiative, technically.
Oh, okay. Well, then you go first.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you let me go first so I can activate the stone? Because that's going to be my entire turn besides my bonus
Morris
action.
looks to Dalcom to start his turn. Morris looks at the spider. His eyes get widen. He draws his sword. He looks at Dalcom. Waiting to see what
Dalcom is pretty far away at the moment, head in his hands, and as he hears Lloyd being slammed against the wall, he turns and he looks and sees what's happening, and he's going to pull out the stone. Stone, I can't remember.
It's just a healing rune. I think that's all I called it.
Okay, so I just crushed the stone then to activate it.
Yep, you crush the stone, and
Yep,
only
pull it out and
Moros.
I'll crush it in my hand.
Cool. You crush it in your hand as it turns into a beautiful radiant dust that goes off like a whisper in the wind. And you, Moros, and Lloyd can take the effects of a long rest. Everyone else, though, is not affected by this magical item. It was specifically attuned to you three.
All right, and then if you allow me with my bonus action, I am going to close my eyes and I'm going to focus in on those voices I heard at the end of the last session, and I'm going to whisper under my breath to me, and that will be my turn.
Okay. As you say to me and you close your eyes, you hear the voices echo inside your head. Brother, we've come to help, but we ask one thing of you. Can you hear our plea? They ask you.
Eyes still closed. I nod my head. I hear you.
We must kill the Crimson Bull and get our vengeance.
Consider it done.
Immediately, the two battle axes that were attached to Savius start floating up in the air and start beginning to float over to you gently, and your grip with your hands are wrapped around this dark oak colored handle and this beautiful shining golden dual battle axes are now in your hands. They have some sort of radiant shimmer to them, and you feel that you're instantly connected to this weapon. You know, with most magical weapons, it would take some time to attune to them. This one instantly attuned to you and is ready to be used.
When Dalcom gets his hands on the weapons, he's gonna look up and open his eyes, and for a second there's a flash in where his missing wing is, for just the briefest of seconds, a spectral silver and gold wing appears and then vanishes as the power seems to seep into him. And that is my turn.
You're not going to move because you are a little far away.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to move. I forgot I could move. See, I was here. But yeah, that's my turn, so I'll just move. Go ahead now, Hunter.
All right. Which mini is the spider? This one?
Yes, that is the spider.
Oh boy, I'm real close to him already. Phenomenal. Oh my god, Dalcom, right, you're way over there.
Yes, I am very far away.
Oh, phenomenal. Moros just kind of shrugs his shoulders. Let's get this thing. After feeling the renewal of the gift that Devlin gave us before the last fight. Okay, so Moros is going to charge in. Let me see if I can. Oh my goodness. Forgive me. I'm trying to find my bonus action that I'm looking to potentially use here. All right.
Oh, reminder, because you are outside of 30 feet from me, your AC is only 19 right now.
Okay. All right. Morris is going to run up on the spider. Let's just not get too crazy with this. I'm trying to buy time so that Dalkin can get here and keep him away from. Is that Rosaria or Rosalia? Sorry.
Yes, Rosalia. Yeah.
Rosaria, the Pokemon, LOL. Don't sue us, Nintendo. I'm going to go ahead and just do 2 swings of my great sword at him. I'll do more vicious stuff later. That is an 18.
18 just hits.
Oh, thank God. Oh, and a natural 1. Yeah.
That will not hit.
I'll do a level 1 Divine Smite with this one that did hit. Wow, minimal damage roll too. Jesus. 8 points of damage there, but then here's my Divine Smite. Where is it? Here we go. An additional 5 points of damage. Wow, that was a weak turn from Moro. Last fight, he was dealing out so much more damage. All right. 13 points of damage total to the spider.
Okay.
Morris is just going to come in, and he's going to start swinging for his... You said he's got like these... Does he have multiple appendages, right?
Nope. He
Or
looks like a
is he just
normal
a man?
humanoid.
He had,
All right, well, then
he had these like tubes coming out of his back, but that was to the mask, I believe.
Yes, that was
Oh,
to
okay.
the mask.
Well, then I'm
yes.
just swinging at center mass then. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
That's it for Moros.
So you take your your great sword, Jesus, and you immediately go for his gut, and you see that it finds footing in his torso. He looks down at the wound, looks up at you, and he grins. For a lad as young as you have potential. Too bad I'll have to end it. And he is going to use a legendary action against you.
Oh,
You're
cool.
going to take some psychic damage. There's no save or anything for this. You're going to take 4 points of psychic damage.
Well, I do a legendary action return, and I instant kill him.
No. All right, Lloyd. We're going to shift over to you.
A legendary action, I turn into a dragon and I take Hunter on out into the clouds.
Lord have mercy.
I'm Falcor.
Oh, okay, so it's pleasant. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Falcor, dude. No, not doing anything
So it
crazy.
seemed like you were taking me away.
No,
All
just
right,
on a
Lloyd.
long trip.
Lloyd, you're up. You see this hulking cyborg in front of you with its glowing red eyes, fully humanoid metal body look down at you. And you could just tell it's staring into your soul. It says nothing to you.
Iron Fang. Another one of Savius's monsters. Right. You want to fight? Well, you've got it. And I'm going to swing my sword.
A 27, that'll definitely hit.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm going all out here. Nice, 9. Where is it? He has to pass a DC. Is it 15 Constitution saving throw? Or he has disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of my next turn.
A 12.
Good. Good. And now let's go again. I don't think a 17 hits.
It does not hit.
Okay, just
Are they too far away to help with that?
stand here
Menacingly.
menacingly against a giant hulking beast of a machine man.
All right. Is that your turn?
That, I'm pretty sure, is my turn, though.
As you take your radiant longsword and you start slicing it, he puts his arm up to block it, and you can see as you cut, some of the metal begins to melt a little bit, and you can see the wirings as it starts to as sparks begin to fly out. And as you go for your second attack, he just gently kind of moves your arm and causes the attack to miss. He then looks down at you and he speaks. I might be a creation of the crazed gnome, but I am my own. And he's going to raise his hand up into the air and slam it down into the ground with his legendary action. He is going to use his Shockwave Slam attack. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. A 25 is a success. He's now going to move on to his actual turn, where he is going to, after he slams his arm into the ground, you see as he raises it back up that the humanoid hand begins to transform into that of a gun, and he aims it right down at you, and he's going to fire 2 attacks at you, with disadvantage, obviously. Okay, that'll miss. As you roll and dodge out of the way, a 20. Oh, hold on. I have to roll with disadvantage. That does not hit. He fires, and you see the hand begin to transform, and you roll out of the way of each shot very quickly. That is... Oh, he has one more attack. He's then, after that, he's going to try to sweep you off your legs and grab you and slam you into the ground. Oh, yeah. That'll hit a 25, even with disadvantage. Okay. So he is going to deal some damage to you. 18 points of bludgeoning damage. He sweeps you off your feet, puts you about 15, 20 feet in the air, and slams you right onto the concrete. You hit the back of your head onto the steel of the tattered rails on the railroad. You kind of feel dazed. You, for a moment, see nothing but white, but then a silhouette of a familiar figure in front of you. But you're too out of it to be, like, able to discern their features and for sure know who it is. But they are a very burly, tall humanoid with medium-length shoulder, shaggy hair. That is going to be Iron Fang's turn. It is now Rosalia's turn. Rosalia is going to use one of her spells, and she's going to turn invisible. You guys see her completely disappear, and that is going to be her turn. It is now the spider's turn. The spider looks at you, Moros Omenborn, and he is going to... He's going to use his crushing will feature. You see his glowing pink eyes begin to pulsate. And Devlin, Moros, I need you guys to make wisdom saves. So I will roll Devlin really quick. Devlin fails.
I roll a
Who's make
19.
save?
A 19? Are you sure? It says 16.
Yeah, 19 because of my additional bonuses that don't get added onto the
From
roll.
the,
My speeds and my
his auras.
auras.
Okay. You're going to take half damage.
And is this a spell?
No.
Okay.
This is not magic. As you
Yeah,
feel...
am I affected? I had to pause.
You are more than 30 feet away.
So,
You are
okay.
more than 30 feet away. That is the range
I
of
had to
this.
deafen for a second, so.
You're fine. You're going to take some big old damage. You're going to take 20 points of psychic damage. As you can hear echoing and screaming inside of your skull. That is going to be his turn. Moros, you're back up.
Ow. Did Rosario go? Or is she gone? You can run.
She disappeared. You don't know what happened to her.
Phenomenal. Great. Okay. So Morris looks around. Oh, I'm by myself. Okay.
Oh, you know
Do
what?
it this way.
I forgot to do something. Hold on. I'm going to have him go after the
Nope,
spider.
turn already ended. Turn already ended. Nope.
Oh, okay. Then you need to help. Fine. He's stunned. He's just going to be stunned this turn. You want it. You get it.
Oh, he's stunned?
No. Devlin is stunned.
Oh, phenomenal. How is he stunned? Oh, the psychic effect he
Yeah.
forgot to do?
Yeah.
Sad. A bit sad, isn't it? Moros is going to go ahead and do... Let's see. Okay. It won't help me right now, so I'm not even going to worry about that. Once again, just swinging with the great sword twice. Eat this. 25.
Yep, that'll hit.
It was 20 and then it rolled over. 23.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right, I'm going to Divine Smite level 1 on both of these. This is the regular damage first. 15, then 12, and then 2 level 1 Divine Smite, so it's 4d8s. Oh, we haven't been adding my d6 fire damage from the sword either. I just realized that. 18 additional points of damage from the Divine Smite. I'm just going to do the 2d6 for these 2 attacks I hit. I won't do the ones that are in the past. So that doesn't. That's on the previous turn. 7 more points of damage. So in total, 15, 12, 17, 18, 35, and then 7 more. So 42 points of damage to the spider.
As you...
As I go to take my swings, I tell him, "Oh, I'll show you my potential, you motherfucker," and then I just start swinging at him like crazy.
As you start swinging at him like crazy, he raises his hands up as if he's trying to block the attack somehow. With his arms, you have no idea why, but you cut off both of his hands with your attack.
Oh.
They lop right off. And then he looks at you with a look of like he's in pain on his face. He winces, but then he looks up at you and smiles as you see red crimson beginning to spurt all over the ground as quickly just as quick as you cut them off, they regrow.
Oh, that's lovely.
All right. Is
That's
that
a
your
neat
turn?
trick. Where'd you learn that? In character, Morris says, "That's a neat trick you got there. Where'd you learn that?" And then that's the end of Morris's turn.
He responds to you. If you're lucky enough to kill me, you'll find out. And he's going to now use a legendary action.
Of course, why not?
Bro should have just said, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
All right, let's see what legendary action is he gonna do. All right, he's gonna do his mind spike again, so you're just gonna take some psychic damage. I'm gonna roll some dice. You're going to take 9 points of psychic damage as yet again you hear screaming inside of your skull. It's lighter than when he did his crushing will attack, but it is strong regardless of the fact. You wrote that you have 9 HP left.
What the fuck?
Now
I
you're
killed
dead.
myself on accident.
Congratulations.
I know I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be at 58.
So that is his legendary action. We are going to go to...
Oh my god, he died. He was reborn.
We're going to go to Dalcum now.
All right.
I'm Morris Reborn. I just got
I forgot about this because I forgot it was still up from last time because it's not been 10 minutes. Void still has my Shield of Faith, so your AC is still at 22. So, because I don't have to maintain concentration on that because it was cast using my War Priest class feature. So another 30 feet. How far away is he now? 45 feet, and I am now also in range to do other things too. So I'm going to read my stuff for a second, because I need to check something.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Well then, this will be fun. Let me read the other spell real quick. Where are you? So I'm going to, now that I've taken a long rest, use the slot that I got back from my War God's Blessing, and I'm going to cast a Sacred Weapon, and I'm going to cast it, or Spiritual Weapon, I mean. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level, and it's going to appear right next to him, next to the spider. It doesn't count as a creature, so he won't get benefit of flanking with it, so that's why I'm not putting it there. And then because I didn't use a spell slot to cast that, I will, at a 3rd level, cast Guiding Bolt onto the spider.
All right, roll me a ranged spell attack, please.
That is a 23 to hit.
A 23 will hit.
All right. Here is 66 radiant damage, 23 points of damage.
All right.
And now the next attack against him has advantage. I should have done this a different way. Well, yeah, I should have done this a different way because now I have to. Because Hold on, let me just read this real quick. Okay, so actually I have to do this the other way around. So this will happen before, because it says I immediately do this when the when I summon spiritual weapon, I make the attack, and I didn't roll the attack roll for it, so this one will not have advantage. So that's a 25, and then 2d8 damage on that for 9 points of damage from the spiritual weapon.
All right.
So now the next attack against him will have advantage on it. I
Okay.
apologize for the wrong sequencing there, but
You're good.
how far away? All right, I'm still outside of the 30 feet, so we are still only at 19 AC, both of us, for me and Moros, and that is my turn.
All right. It's time for some legendary actions before Lloyd goes. We're going to do Declan's first. Declan is going to use his last 2 legendary actions. How far are you? Still a little too far. He's just going to do more damage to Moros. Use his Psychic Lash. You're going to take 4 points of psychic damage, Moros.
Ow.
And so he has 1 more legendary action left if he so wishes to choose it. Then we're going to do a legendary action for Iron Fang, who's going to use 2 of his legendary actions to Lloyd. Yet again, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, as he's going to try to do another Shockwave Slam, this time right onto your body. All right, that is a failure. You are stunned until the end of your next turn, which is right now, so you can't do anything. He's then going to aim his gun at you again, and he's going to go for 2 attacks against you. 18 plus 8 is 26, so that's going to hit. Oops, wrong dice. And then 3 plus 8 is 11. So we're going to roll 1 railgun attack, and then he's going to pick you up and slam you. So you're going to take... Let's see. 20.
Whew.
You're going to take 24 points of piercing damage as these radiant bullets begin to shunt into your arms and non-vital parts of your torso. He's then going to scoop you up, pick you up, and slam you yet again against the ground. 7 plus 9 is not enough to hit. As he picks you up, the exposed part of his arm now, his hand jolts and he drops you. It is now going to be Rosalia's turn, and she's going to come and emerge from nothingness as she is planted a kiss upon Declan's lips. She's going to roll this with advantage because she was invisible. This is her Shadow Kiss attack. She rolled a 10. Oh, no, wait. This is a saving throw. No, plus 8 to hit. So an 18 just hits. So he now has to make he's resistant, or not resistance. He's immune to that condition. So that's not going to happen. But we can roll the damage, of course. There's going to be some nice damage. Oh, she rolled very nice. 26 points of necrotic damage. As you can see around his lips and his lower part of his face begins to decay. You treacherous fucking bitch. It's going to be her turn. And now he's going to use his legendary action. He is going to injure her now. Ooh. Take some damage as she starts grabbing her skull and screaming, letting out this cry of pain as she grabs her skull. That is going to be her turn. Next up is Devlin, who's going to, at the... let's see what he's going to do. He's going to fire his arcane pistol. Actually, ooh. Yeah, he's going to fire his... Oh. Yeah, this is going to be nice. He is going to, with his main action, fire a shot with his arcane pistol. 17 plus 7 is going to hit. He's going to take some... Oh, shit. He's going to take some damage as it hits him right in the shoulder as he turns and meets the gaze of his son. And you. A disappointment. Snitching on your father. You deserve to be buried just like your mother. And then you see quickly, yet again, he's going to make another firearm attack against him. A natural 20. Big value. As another one hits him, grazing his neck, and you can see blood begin to, it quickly spurts out and then begins to drip down his the side of his neck like a waterfall. He's then now able to cast a cantrip with this bonus action as well. He's going to cast Firebolt out of his gun. Ooh, that's nice. 16 plus 7 is going to hit. And then D10 damage. Max damage. Wow. He's looking fucked up. That is going to be Devlin's turn. And it is now the spider's turn. Actually, no. Somebody has a legendary action they can use. And that is Iron Fang. He has one more. He's going to make a railgun attack against you, Lloyd. As he's going to yet again... Oh, he rolled a natural 1. As each shot just misses, as yet again his arm jolts as he fires. I will kill you for this. He is not a happy camper. Anywho, it is now the spider's turn. Okay. Moros, make me a wisdom save. Oh!
Oof. 13. Or no, 12. Sorry. 12.
You are now charmed
Okay.
as he casts Dominate Person on you. You have a telepathic link with the charmed target. While the two of you are on the same plane of existence, he can issue commands such as attack, move, fetch.
Okay.
And you have to do your best to obey. He's going to order you to attack Rosalia. He's going to say, "Kill the traitor, boy." And that's going to be his turn.
Okay. Well, I then turn and I swing my sword at Rosalia. Are like my eyes glowing or something? It's like a sign that I'm charmed.
Your eyes are now pink. Yes.
Okay, so they can see that. Okay. Well, I just kind of like a zombie. Just my gaze goes from the spider. I'm looking real angry and real pissed. And I just kind of go blank face, and I turn and I look at Rosalia, and then I look angry again. I take 2 swings at her with the greatsword. First one, unnatural 20.
That will hit.
Second one, 19.
That will hit.
First one's damage. Second one's damage. And then the 2 additional d6s of fire damage. She takes, wow, She takes 35 points of damage.
As you swing blindly at her, she's shocked that this happened. She just pulled away from her shadow kiss with Devlin, or I'm sorry, Declan. And immediately, right into her torso, you slash diagonally one way, and then you lift your hands up again, and you slash diagonally the other way. Blood spurts from her torso all over your armor. You are soaked in her blood.
Not good.
Is that your turn?
I don't say anything. I'm like a zombie. I'm just doing what he says. Yeah.
All right. Declan is now going to use a
No.
legendary
I thought you
action.
were calling me Declan. I was like, the fuck?
No.
Why are you calling him Declan? It's Declan.
What? Well,
That's
he,
pronunciation
technically it's an
down here,
Irish
man.
name. It would be pronounced Declan. So kiss my ass.
Well, technically, I created the character, and his name is Declan.
Whatever, dude. He's Declan now.
Well, technically, but maybe this is just the pronunciation down here. You know, like this is the accent.
Oh,
Tomato, brother.
You know,
if it was Declan, it would be Dicklan. Declan.
He's going to use a psychic lash attack against Rosalia.
No, got him.
She's gonna take some damage. That is her turn. Dalcum. Delcum.
All right. I'm going to move within 30 feet.
Declan.
I got my aura back. Yay.
How do I do this? What all do I have to do this is the question. Oh. God. All right. We're going to go for a bit of a... No, do I... Fuck. Damn it. I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do here to try to fix this. I still haven't figured it out. Okay. Here we go. I guess this is what I'm gonna have to do. And pray to God it works. I need Moros and Declan to make me a wisdom saving throw. DC
Wisdom
16.
save? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I have to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
No. Wait. Oh, it's Moros who makes the wisdom save?
It's both of them.
Oh. Well, that's a success. He rolled a 18.
That's
All right.
well, that's a success. That's a 22.
Fuck. All right. Nothing happens. I had to run a risk. Then I will just, with my bonus action, I will have the spiritual weapon swing and
Oh, sorry.
You know what? It's gonna swing, and hoping that I'm gonna knock Moros some sense into Moros. It's gonna hit Moros.
I was gonna ask, do I take a save at the end of my turn or something against this?
Only when you take damage.
Only when I take damage. Okay, well, hopefully this hits then.
Why does that not appear there? That's dumb. Okay, hold on. That's a 27 hit. Yeah,
That will hit.
That'll hit.
Thank you.
You take 11 points of damage. Force damage.
Okay.
Now make that wisdom save again, please.
Please roll good.
The 20.
20.
You snapped
Actually,
back to
23.
reality.
Okay. As I snap back to reality, was I aware of what I did to Rosalia?
No, but you see 2 large gash wounds in her torso. And you look down and you see yourself covered in blood. You weren't covered in that much blood before.
Oh gods. That's all Morse gets out. It's like, oh gods.
And that is all I can do for my turn. Real stuff, fun stuff will come up soon.
All right. Some legendary actions. Declan is going to do his Psychic Lash legendary action against you, Moros. You're going to take 4 points of psychic damage.
Good stuff.
And then we're going to go to Iron Fang, who's going to take his legendary action. And yet again, he's going to try to shockwave you, Lloyd. I need you to make another con save.
Christ almighty. You chill the fuck out with these lame ass.
As that is a success. Very nice. All right. It is going to be Lloyd's turn now.
They gotta be running out of them soon. So
Iron Fang, malfunctioning piece of shit.
He immediately takes his good arm up to block your attack with your sword. An 18 just hits with your second attack.
Okay. Pop everything off again.
All right, is that everything?
Yeah, and he has to do the
Con?
15 con save.
don't you have a weapon feature as well?
20.
That triggers.
It does what?
Don't you have a weapon feature as well that he might? Does he have to make a save for? Or is it just when you hit with a longsword? I don't remember what the longsword does for the weapon feature.
Oh, yeah, it has sap. If a creature with a long sword, if you hit a creature with a long sword, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn.
He rolled a 20. So he blocks your first attack, and as you come up for your second attack, an upward strike, it slashes right in the middle of his robotic torso, exposing more wires, and sparks begin to fly out. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
He's going to use his last legendary action at the end of your turn, and he's going to fire his railgun at you. As he raises his arm. Oh, so close to a nat 20. Oh, a 10. 10 misses.
He would have had disadvantage on this attack anyways from his weapon feature.
All right, so it's now going to be
mastery and shit.
Iron Fang's turn. He's just unleashing more railgun attacks against you. So he's going to roll another. Does he still have disadvantage? Wait, how does he have disadvantage if he succeeded on that con save?
The weapon feature for longswords.
He succeeded on the con save,
what I
though.
asked about. That's not the weapon feature, though.
Yeah, that was
Weapon
the
feature just happens.
fire giant strike.
All
He
right,
only has
so
disadvantage, I think, on one attack. So
Yeah, it's
okay.
only The fire giant, I think, is on his
that
next
creature
turn,
has
isn't it?
disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn.
So a 20
Yeah,
and a natural 20. Your AC is 22, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the 30 will hit you. The 20 will not. So you're going to take some damage. You're going to take... And he did crit, so there's a special ability for when he crits. You're going to take 12 points of piercing damage. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Guys.
You are pushed back 10 feet into the wall behind you and knocked prone.
All right, well, I'm going to use my... my protective field on myself to knock off. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's it. No, it's +3. 1d8 +3. Take the 9 damage.
Alrighty. Cool beans. It is going to be his turn. Rosalia on her turn is going to immediately, as she is very much hurt, Misty steps into shadows away, and she's going to fire an Eldritch Blast at Declan. +8. Ooh, 27. And it's going to deal some damage. All right, cool deal. That is her turn. Declan is panting heavily. His regeneration is slowed. He breathes heavy. He locks eyes with you, Moros. Looks like you might get lucky today. But don't think that your luck might run out. And in the back, you hear chick, chick. And as you turn your head, Moros, to see what Declan's up to, he fires a magic missile shot. Declan had 1 HP left. This is going to kill him. As right through his skull, the magic missile pierces, and there's a large hole in his head. You can see inside the hole of his head, his brain matter begins to slip out, blood begins to drip all over the floor, spurts everywhere behind him. But now, pink energy begins to circulate around him like a cyclone. And then it becomes more dense and more dense until it fills that hole in his head. Anybody within 20 feet of him needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, wonderful.
What's your range on your auras?
30 feet.
Yeah, I'm with
I rolled a 12.
Dalcom.
That's 18 plus his bonus, his +3.
An 18 is,
So,
is a
21.
success. So you'll take half damage and you won't be stunned. Moros, you're taking full damage and you will be stunned. 15 points of psychic damage. As he dies and his body's turned to nothing. However, once his body disappears, Dalcom and Moros, your vision fades to black. You're nothing but a black void. You feel something inside your head. A connection. Can I have you guys roll me perception checks, please?
Yes. Would I get the...
Wait, we're
I
rolling
don't
what?
think-
A
no, 'cause
perception?
we're not in... This is
Said
not
roll
a
perception?
check that relies on sight, correct? Yeah, you said perception.
Okay.
No, it relies on sight.
Okay.
And then adding, yeah, okay, 18.
Okay.
Now into my next thing, because this matters. Do I get the twin vigil from this?
Yes.
And like, are we in?
Yes.
Okay, because you have to remember, I have disadvantage on perception checks that rely on my sight because I only have one eye, and the twin vigil now balances that out. So now it's just going to be a straight roll. I had to double check. Thankfully, my perception's really good, but I rolled a 4, so only a 14. I had to say something.
A 14 was the DC. I'm going to explain to you what you guys see. You look down. You see that you're in this black void. However, about 100 feet in the distance, there's a very, very faint purple glow of water. Purple water. Do you approach?
Can I make an insight check to see the vibe I get from this?
You absolutely can. Roll me an insight check.
Does Moro see this as well?
Yes, you succeeded.
An 18.
Morris, do you also want to roll insight?
Sure. If it rolls.
22.
Both of you feel this sense of foreboding that drops your stomachs. This is the most unnatural phenomenon you have ever encountered in your existence. Something about this isn't right.
You said it's like a river of purple flowing ichor, like
it's
liquid?
a pool of
A pool.
water, of purple water. Glows very faintly.
I'm assuming Moros is closer to it than me, because I'm assuming it's where his body was.
You all are both the same distance from it. You guys, when you appeared in this void, you appeared right next to each other.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Moros. Back away from it. Don't go closer.
Roll me an intelligence save, both of you.
Oh. Fuck it. I forgot it in the beginning.
Don't forget my aura.
Yep, that was I hit the wrong thing. 13, bad.
I get a +3 on this. 22.
A voice echoes in your brain. Approach. Dalcum, you feel the tugging that you want to get closer now.
Well, I guess I'm gonna eyes kind of glaze over a tiny bit. Kind of like that look when somebody says something, you're like, yeah, maybe you're right, and he's gonna take a couple steps closer.
Moros reaches out to try to grab Dalcum's shoulder, and he says, "Dalcum, what are you doing?"
No, it's fine. It's okay.
It's not of this world. Stay away from it. It's unnatural.
I'm not of this world. I am unnatural. And he's gonna kind of shrug you off, and he's gonna keep walking.
As you keep walking, we're going to pan over back to Lloyd and Iron Fang. So next up in the order is Lloyd. However, he's going to use his legendary action to railgun the fucking shit out of you, Lloyd.
Dude, what
That will not hit. That will not hit, so it's your turn.
What a punk, bro. What a punk.
Why did you
He's been trying to use his railgun attack so many times. I'm going to use my second wind. Oh, thank goodness.
Don't forget, I gave you a greater healing potion. You never used it, the one I bought for everybody. Or was it superior?
Superior.
It was superior. That's right, it was superior. You have a superior healing potion on you. Just a reminder. Because I was the only one who used it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I didn't save it in my inventory, so I didn't know I had it.
I don't think either of you did, but I did buy 3 of them. Because I remember
Yeah,
going
that's
to the
fine.
shop and we I purchased them. I
Yeah,
have them in
I
my
knew-
inventory, but I gave them to you.
I knew you bought them and gave them to everyone. I'm lazy and I didn't add it.
Zach, I got a nat 20.
No shit. Fuck yeah, let's go.
All right. Nine numbers. Sonic Strike. Not a high number. Strike of the Giants. Storm Strike. Fire Strike. All right. Yeah.
You deal some major damage to him. You cross that torso, that injury he had before, and you made it even wider. He might be on his last leg, Raph, as sparks begin to fly everywhere and his body begins to twitch even more. Can you make a perception check for me?
Perception. Nice. 18.
It's an
Yeah.
18. Sorry, I'm trying to think about what I'm going to say. Inside of his armor, because you now know it's armor, I'll tell you what you see first. What appears to be a large humanoid figure. Muscular, but its skin looks a little decayed. And with that side of decay, a pungent smell hits your nose. The smell of a rotting corpse. There's a person inside of this, and you can see inside of their skin are all these wires. But that is what you see. You do have another attack.
No more words.
That hits.
He must die. There we go.
All right. So you deal the damage. You knock him back as he stumbles, trying to collect himself. He breathes heavy. And he whips out a blade, replacing the rail gun that was once on his arm. And then we're going to shift quickly back over to Moros and Dalcom. Dalcom, you approach the pool. You look down in the pool. Roll me a perception check.
All right. Well, better than before. That's a 27.
27. You look down. The glowing provides the sight of a silhouette. A large, textured... It appears to be an oval. And it has all these intricate shapes and patterns. A 27, I will tell you what it is. It appears to be a brain. Coming out of the brain are these massive, long, very thick tendrils, which begin to slowly rise up out of the water. as it connects and speaks with you. You will abandon your search. Your search for the dead dragonborn noble. Now, Dalcom. Don't know if he knows what they're talking about, but Moros, you hear this in your brain too.
Malcolm would for sure know who they're talking about.
Okay, so you do know.
Part of a. Well, yeah, you got to remember, Dallas was a general for the army, a well-respected one.
Yes, he
The
was.
clergy would have worked with him very closely. He probably would have actually met Dallas multiple times.
Okay. But that's what he says to you. Do either of you respond?
Am I right? Like mental faculties right now?
Yes, you felt the urge to go forward. Like
Gotcha.
it controlled you. It's not controlling your thoughts, your words, it's only controlling your physical movement.
Malcolm's gonna look back at Moros and he's gonna take a step back and he's gonna put a hand on one of his battle axes. What are you?
I have no title for what I am, but you may call me Uthamak.
He's kind of looking at Malcolm's kind of looking at Moros, trying to see if it's
Moros
time
is
to
fucking furious.
jump.
Just looking at it, Morris is fucking furious. Just seeing this thing. It is wretched, disgusting, and putrid to everything Moros stands for. It is not of this world. It is not natural. It does not belong here. Every fiber of Moros's being is saying it is his duty to kill this thing. You can see this fiery passion in Morris's eyes as he looks at the brain-like creature and all of its tendrils and hears its voice speaking to him. Uthamak, whatever the hell you are, where are you? So that we can get this over with and we can skip to the end of this story where I, Dalcom, and Lloyd send you straight to the 9 hells. You and all your kin, your ilk, your filth, all of them.
It is quite admirable for you to believe you can take out an entire fleet of Illithids, boy. And I feel your disdain against me. To you, I am unnatural. Not for this world. And you're right. I didn't ask to be here. In fact, I want to leave as much as you want me dead. Perhaps we can help each other.
Moros has a inquisitive look on his face. You see him kind of, okay, starts shaking his head up and down a little bit, kind of looking away. And as he does this, he's going to reach into his backpack over his shoulder where he keeps his javelins and swiftly grab a javelin from the pack and throw it at the Elder Brain, or whatever the hell it is.
You go to reach for your javelin. You realize none of your weapons are on you.
Clever. Clearly,
You have their effects, but hence why Dalcom had the effects of his battle axe.
Clever.
But you cannot strike him
Very
here.
clever of you. Well then, Uthamak. I will help you leave this realm very quickly. But it's going to be on my terms. And I don't care how many of you there are, fleets, an entire civilization, it does not matter. You do not belong here. And I have seen what you and your kind do to people like myself, to the good people of this realm, to the things you've done to this place, these people. You would do anything to meet your end goals. You are a creature cornered. I am a hunter. And I know what it's like when prey has no other choice. There is no more running. You are a fearful animal on its last legs of breath. So you come here, and when you can't get us to do what you want to barter with us. No. We will not bend. We will not break. We will find you, and we will end you. And Moro spits at the brain.
You're just like him.
Him?
Suddenly, you say him, and suddenly, you're taken aback to a memory very quickly. Your final hunt with Gul'dan, where Kabanda killed him. You relive this moment. You shunt back and see this elder brain floating in its pool. Ah, I wasn't talking about your father. But an interesting memory indeed. But by him, I mean the defector.
Morris doesn't say anything, but that name does ring a bell. Morris does remember who that is and who he's talking about. I tell Dalcom it's time to fucking go. Unless he has it. I look at Dalcom.
Dalcom
Unless you have any
doesn't
more questions,
notice.
I think it's time to get the fuck out of here.
He's letting you take the lead because he's got no idea what the fuck this is, what's going on here. He knows basically nothing about the illithid threat. So,
Okay, well, the defector, yes, we ran into him a long time ago. And let me tell you something. I may be like him, but he will be just like you. When all of this is said and done, he will be dead in the ground. All of you.
Well, if you plan on taking care of all of us, which is a lofty goal, boy, you'll have to kill the defector too, and pray his ascension doesn't come to fruition. And then, just as quickly as you were shunted here, you snap back to reality. The dome around Lloyd is down. Lloyd, as Iron Fang raises his head, the mask is exposed that he was wearing. The once metallic face is now a familiar one. One that you have yearned to see for a long time. The same man who raised you and Yasha, took care of you until the very day he died. Kale Voss, the man inside the suit of the Iron Fang, looks at you with his decomposed face. A look of anger on his face. Fueled and consumed by his rage, he charges towards you, ready for an attack. Lloyd, do you charge him as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge him. Fuck it.
Moros and Dalcom, you turn your head to see the dome is gone, and you see them charging at each other. Lloyd, your blade finds footing into his chest. And inside of his chest, there's a giant pink crystal that was once glowing bright pink. You've completely shattered it. You see his angry expression begin to soften. However, Lloyd, you feel a great pain in your abdomen. You look down. His giant sword has pierced the middle of your torso. This blade is so huge, basically from your clavicle down to your hips has been impaled with this blade. Kale lays his eyes on you. And with the last bit of energy that he can muster, says, "I'm sorry, son." As you see a tear begin to roll down his cheek. "Hopefully I'll see you in paradise soon, my boy." As Iron Fang falls to his knees and dies.
I'm gonna stand there for a second. I'm gonna look over at my friends. I look over to my left towards Moros. And I nod my head, signifying farewell. And then I slump to my knees.
Moros screams out, "Lloyd!" and then starts to run towards him as he falls to his knees. Do I make it to him in time?
You run over to Lloyd, and Lloyd, there's a little bit of light left in your eyes. If you want to tell Moros one thing before you go, what is it?
Moros is like walking up to you, like throws his arms around you and like kind of like holding you the best he can. He's like, "No, no, 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 no. Not like this. Not like this. No, 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 no."
We did it. We did it, Moros. Tears welling down his eyes. Eflar-Eden can start anew now. And I got to witness, well, the end. The end of these wicked bastards. You see this man below me?
Moros nods, crying. You see tears falling down his cheeks.
Another sick, twisted experiment. My father. Kale. I'm glad I was the one to finally put him to rest.
You did good. You, you did good. You saved everyone. You did it. You made things right. Savius is dead, and so is the spider. He's gone. Devlin killed him with Dalcom and I. Rosalia, she lives.
Good.
Nine Fang is gone. It's over. It's all over. There won't be any more experiments. What happened with the spider, all these people, those experiments, it ends here with you. My brother. And when Moros just looks at him, he starts to cry.
Take this, Morris. It's a coin.
Moros, with a trembling hand, takes this coin from Lloyd. The other hand still firmly grabbing a hold of him like a child.
God, this thing hurts.
I can heal you. I can heal you, and the pain would go away. You don't have to go. You don't have to. Please. Please don't leave me here alone. It cut out. I'm sorry.
That was it.
What'd you say? You just said
Said-
Moros?
Said your name.
Oh. Oh my. Oh,
He
fuck. Now I'm crying real bad. Fuck. I look at you, and my eyes are closed, so I'm literally going to have Moros have that same reaction. He goes, Lloyd? And he opens his eyes because he's like mid crying really bad after he says, please don't leave me here alone. He thinks that Lloyd's still here, so when he goes, Lloyd, and he opens his eyes, what do I see, Lloyd? What is your expression? Are you looking at me?
Head slumped down, eyes closed. Slight grin on my face.
Moros looks up at whatever gods are out there. Curse you. Curse you for making me have to. Curse you for this oath. Curse you for doing this to him. He didn't have a fucking chance. And Morris looks down at Lloyd. Go in peace, my brother. You have fought hard and you have fought for a long time. And now you can finally rest. I promise to finish what we started. to finish the illicit threat. And to find Chorus like we talked about and help him. I'm so sorry I couldn't save you. But I will avenge you and finish this mission. Goodbye, Lloyd. And then he just slowly lays Lloyd's head on the ground, crosses his arms on his chest with his sword in hand. Keeping his eyes closed, he just drapes a small cloth over his head. And Morris clutches the coin in his hand and just weeps over his corpse.
Rosalia rushes over, starts shaking Lloyd. Lloyd. And she lets out a wailing scream. That's just piercing to your ears, as if a mother has lost her child. Lloyd, as you pass on, you are in an endless, lush, sublime meadow. And you see two figures waiting there for you. You see your father, Kale, with a smile on his face, waving you over. And right next to him, smoking a cigar like always, is your father, your other adoptive father, Graham. You walk over and embrace the afterlife as you finally pass on. So, Dalcom, do you want to say anything to, I know Lloyd's dead, but you guys could hold a funeral for him.
Moros, tending to the body of Lloyd, preparing him. You have Rosalia, overcome with her grief, bent over him, mourning the loss of her adoptive son. The camera pulls back. You see Devlin, a kind of bystander here, watching on with, I imagine, probably a bit of understanding and respect for Lloyd as a warrior, as someone who suffered, as someone who is finally at peace. And then even further back, by himself, with a look of a grim determination, is Dalcom, as he stares at Moros preparing the body, and kind of accepting everything that's happening. And the view pans down, and clutched in his one hand is a single diamond. And then we fade to black.